Hello. Yeah, hi. Okay, so this short video is about LAP Lab 3, which is also going to be a team assignment. Okay, so you already have made teams for Lab 2. You can reuse the same teams, but here, so you can reuse the same teams. Okay, so the objectives of this particular lab, exercise Lab 3, is for you to again develop code collaboratively. So you and your team members will collaborate and develop code for a particular application. That is the first objective. And second, of course, you will be using version control. And here in this case, you're going to use GitHub because that gives you a convenient platform for all the team members to consolidate their code in one place. 3, you will learn to write documentation. Okay, so there is no really learning to write documentation. Writing good documentation comes with practice, but it but you must appreciate uh, the necessity of having good documentation, and good documentation starts not after you have developed the code. It starts much before. Okay, so once you go to software companies and start working, you'll see that a lot of time will be spent on making documentation, because finally software, the largest part of a cost for a software company comes from maintaining the code. It is not to develop new code. It is the continued support which they give to their customers, and incorporating the various changes which the customers want, and changes will always be there. Okay, so for this, because programming teams will change, management of the company might change, so it is essential that code has to be properly documented. So this lab 3 is an attempt to do that exercise. Fine. So to give you an idea of what I have in mind, I have prepared a small project in GitHub. This is actually a project which was done in last LAP, and this code was developed by one of the student teams. This was done collectively in the lab, of course, because this was done in 1 3-hour session. So, but now here, since we are not physically present in one lab together, you guys will be doing the code collaboratively, talking to your team members. Uh, you can take some time to do it, but this is not like your main project. This is a very short project, and since there are 5 of you, you should be able to complete it within, I think, in 1 week. Okay, because the coding itself is probably not very difficult, but it is the entire process, I mean, of starting to collect the requirements. Or I'm going to be like your customer, so you've got to collect the requirements for me. You'll document that, which will produce a requirement specification document. Then you will make a document about the design of the software, and finally, if there are any additional documents which you want to prepare, that also you can prepare. Okay, I mean, like, so this is what we are doing is a very small project, but in large software projects, there are lots of other, other types of documentation, like class diagrams or UML diagrams, etc., which help them design and maintain the code. Okay, but to have an idea what I require from this project, please have a look at the software link which I have shared on Moodle, which is essentially a GitHub page to this software developed by the 2019 LAP, one of the class batches. I have provided some basic documentation for that code. I have prepared the documentation and I put it along with in the GitHub page. Check the wiki of the GitHub project page of this particular project, with the link to which is available on Moodle. So please have a look at that. So your documentation which you prepare for this time's 2020 lab must be in some sense similar to what I have given. So, like I said, this is a very simple documentation, but in a more bigger project, you might have certain structure for the documentation, and there may be standards for also for the documentation itself. What are the different sections? Who is going to update what? The documentation is also will be under version control, right? Okay, so now I will tell you the requirements, or I'll tell you the objective of the project, the mini project which you're going to do for LAP Lab 3. So consider me as your client, and each of you are going to listen to what is it that I require, and then you will first prepare a requirements document. Then second, you will prepare a design document. Third, you will develop the code. Collaborating amongst yourselves, you will develop the code. Fourth, you can do some basic testing of the code, and by then it will be time for you to submit. And then, so I will see all these things. I will see the code. I will see that the software is working. It satisfies the requirements which I gave you, and also I will also go through the documentation. So all of this will be part of the lab evaluation for Lab 3. Okay, so here is the software which I want you to develop. So the software is for doing some processing on text. Okay, so essentially it will be you can do it in Python. It will be a Python code. I should be able to specify the input as a text file, as a simple ASCII text file. Okay, so this text file will contain some sentences, and then you will be doing some operations on these sentences. First, I want some simple statistics about the input file which I have given you, the input text file. I want to know basic things like the number of sentences, number of words, number of new lines, the most frequently occurring word, the least frequently occurring word. And of course, when I say word, you should avoid common words like articles, a, and the prepositions, of, but, those kind of words you avoid. And so when I say the most commonly occurring word, means you skip all the articles and skip all the common words. Okay, so only the nouns and only nouns have to, I mean, I don't have to specifically say it is restricted to only nouns, but common parts of speech, articles, prepositions, etc., you should avoid. So I'll get some statistics about the word, statistics about the text file. Then I should also get a histogram. I want a histogram of the various words in the file. Okay, so I want to see how the distribution of words look like. So I need a histogram. So if there are 5,000 words in the text file, I should the total count in the histogram must be 5,000. So that is a histogram. So the histogram must be displayed as in a graphical manner. So for example, it has to be displayed as a graph, right? So when I give you the input file, you don't have to display the contents of the file. Okay, so you should provide a button by which I should be able to navigate to my file system and pick up the text file I want. I would have saved it somewhere in my local file system. I need to be able to navigate and choose that particular file, and then your program will load that file contents, do the analysis, do the basic processing, and show me the histogram and these things like the most common word, the least common word, etc. Those kind of statistics will appear in the program. So it should be like a GUI driven program where these statistics will appear. Then there should be another file navigation button where I will be okay. Before I come to that, I must be able to dynamically change the file. Okay, the input file, the input file which I give you. Suppose in a very simple case, the input file I give you has only this just one sentence. Mary had a little lamp. Okay, Mary had a little lamp. That is the input. Now I choose the file which has this text, and your program processes it. It shows me some statistics as I just described. Now I must be able to use an editor, open the file, change something in the text. I can make it Mary had a little lamp and a little goat. Okay, so I have edited the sentence and I added a few more words to the sentence. I will save the file and I will close my editor. Then the software which you develop must have a refresh button, by which when I press the refresh, it will read the updated file and update the statistics. Did you understand? So the requirement, so it is very essential that I have a refresh button, so that if the file gets modified, the program must be able to refresh and provide me new statistics. Now, one more requirement which is needed is you should provide one more input, by which I can again choose another file. This file contains a list of keywords. Okay, so there could be some number of keywords which will be again in ASCII text and it will be in a different file. So now I navigate to this keywords file and then I press extract. So then what should happen is, in the original input text, the program must extract all sentences containing the keywords and display those sentences in the text in the GUI. Did you understand? So there is a list of keywords which is specified in a file. I must be able to navigate to that file and provide that file as input to the program. All this is happening while the program is running. Okay, and then when I press process, some button or something, when I press, every sentence in the original input text which has the keyword will be extracted and displayed at the bottom in the GUI. It has to be displayed in the GUI somewhere. Fine. So these are this is the requirement of the software which you will develop as a team, and you have about 1 week, maximum 10 days, not more than that, because this is not very difficult, right? And so please try it. If you need, if something is challenging, or if something is you're finding it difficult to implement something, please let me know. But the objective of this assignment is so that you can again collaborate among yourself, and then develop the software and also develop the habit of preparing the documentation. Fine. So prepare the documentation first. The documentation is due before the software. So I'll give you some deadlines on Moodle by which you must prepare the documentation. Maybe in the next 4-5 days, you must prepare the documentation. After that, in the next 4-5 days after that, you should prepare the software. So the total time is about 10 days. Is about 10 days. Fine. So it is necessary that the documentation has to be prepared beforehand, because only if I certify that the requirements have been captured correctly will you proceed. Fine. Okay. If there is any question, you contact me via the Moodle forum. Thanks.